Welcome to Scare Talk, a horror movie podcast for horror film reviews, ratings, rankings, and rumors. Now for your hosts, Danny, Joel, and Katrina.
Whoa, yeah, this is Scared Talk. I am Danny, and I'm here with Cranberry Sauce Katrina.
Hey!
And we got Jello Joel.
Hey guys, what's up?
Jiggly.
Jiggly.
Get
Jello. So we are, or they are, Thanksgiving themed because today we're going to talk about the brand new film Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Joel, who is a part of it?
All right. So this one stars Nell Verlake. She's Jessica Verlake. She was in 20 episodes of Big Shot, The Marijuana Conspiracy, and Secrets in a Small Town, which was a TV movie. And then
try that in a small town.
Well, getting controversial.
Nah.
And then we got Jalen Thomas Brooks. He's Bobby. He was in 20 episodes of Walker, which I think is that Walker Texas Ranger movie or show.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, they redid that one. And 4 episodes of Animal Kingdom and 8 episodes of Rebel. And then we got Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah.
Coming back to horror after being in Scream 3. We got 247 episodes of Grey's Anatomy.
Wow.
It's a ridiculous number of episodes.
He's not in that show anymore, is he? Or is he still in that show?
He hasn't been in like
no
10
spoilers.
years, and he was still in that many episodes.
She's kind of watching it.
Are you? Oh, you are? Okay. All right. Okay. Scream 3 and Freedom Riders.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got,
that's a good one.
Yeah. We got 2 writers for this movie. One is Jeff Rendell. He did the screenplay and the story. And so he's only credited for this movie, but it was the 2007 Grindhouse fake trailer that they did for it.
Mm-hmm.
He also did a short as well back in 2007. So I like the backstory that this movie has.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
15 years in the making.
Yeah.
And then you got Eli Roth, who did the story for it. And he wrote the original Cabin Fever and the remake as well as Hostels 1 and 2. The Green Inferno, and everyone's favorite Keanu Reeves movie, Knock Knock.
Man, yeah, that's a good one.
It's a bad movie. So bad.
Maybe that should be one of your picks.
I was going to say, sounds like a review.
Man.
Well, we'll talk about our plans for the future.
Yeah. This was directed by Eli Roth, who directed Death Wish, The House with a Clock in Its Wall, which I think was a Jack Black movie. Finn, which is a shark documentary. And an upcoming video game movie. I think it's coming out next year called Borderlands, which it's a pretty popular. I've seen some gameplay of it. Look, it was a pretty like violent, but also kind of like funny game. So that'll be an interesting one for him to do.
All right,
Jack Black's in that one too. So.
Oh wow!
All right.
He's gonna be in Borderlands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Along with like Kevin Hart and some other people too. Yeah.
Okay.
He's going mainstream.
I wonder if they like play the game.
I think they're just characters
in
the
real
game.
Life. Yeah.
Well,
maybe they do in real life.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. And so
Jack Black has his own like YouTube channel that he plays video games on. So
I figured
he may have. Yeah.
Jack Black is definitely someone I would see as a gamer.
Yeah. All right, so after a Black Friday riot ends in tragedy, a mysterious Thanksgiving-inspired killer terrorizes Plymouth, Massachusetts, the birthplace of the infamous holiday.
Oh man.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So,
You want to hear what people think of this movie?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay. The tomato meter gave it a fresh tomato. It is 82%.
All right.
Wow.
And so that's the critics. The
Uh-huh.
audience score is a 79%.
Oh.
So it is not very common that the critics give it a better score than the audience. I feel like that's pretty uncommon for Rotten Tomatoes.
I think
yeah, especially a slasher.
Yeah, especially for
like
this kind of movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't think Eli Roth was a crowd pleaser for critics.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So very interesting. So then IMDb gave it a 7.1.
All right.
So pretty
Solid.
good scores.
Yeah, this just came out a couple of days ago from when we're recording this. So, you know, those scores will change over time. But
yeah. But only, because there's only 3,202 on IMDb.
Okay. Yeah, it's still a pretty good amount.
Only 89 for the critics on Rotten Tomatoes.
On the tomato.
I mean, it is showing at my theater, but only 3 showings a day. So I don't like it. It's not one that I don't think it's going to last long in theaters.
Well,
you know,
Thanksgiving is pretty soon.
That is true.
And it did come out during 2 other big releases.
Yeah.
Because the Hunger Games was also this week, and Trolls.
Yeah.
Band together.
Can't forget Trolls.
Yeah.
Was that Trolls 4?
3.
4 or 5?
I think it's the third one.
3? Oh.
I think so. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? But it's band together, which the big deal with this was NSYNC was getting back together for this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it was a big deal.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to hear kind of the box office numbers for this one, because I want to see more of these. I really liked it.
Okay, we know what Danny thought.
I liked it. So,
well, before we get into that, what were we thinking going into it?
Yeah, well, let's start with the original trailer from 2007. So there was the Grindhouse movie that came out in 2007. It was 2 films, Death Proof and Planet Terror. And and in between them were fake trailers. And it was supposed to kind of like imitate what it was like to see a movie like in a drive-in or something like that in the 70s. And these movies that were kind of like underground, not mainstream, and kind of crazy. And so there was a fake trailer called Thanksgiving. Eli Roth was the creator of that trailer for that movie. And now 16 years later, we have the actual movie that originated from that fake trailer. So I've been looking forward to a Thanksgiving horror movie. We reviewed Black Friday last year. Which came out the year before. But we reviewed that last year, and that's, I think there's a couple of other like lesser known Thanksgiving horror movies, but we don't have many to speak on. So
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
That turkey movie. Killer Turkey.
I do not think I've seen that. Maybe something to talk about.
And there's another one that's like a girl at a college where she stays at the campus during Thanksgiving break, and like it's a slasher as well. Someone comes and tries to kill her or something.
Sounds like a Black Christmas, but
very
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It's I think it's a few years old. It looks interesting. Like I'd be down to watch that. But
Okay.
anyways, so it's just lesser known. But anyways, so here we are with Thanksgiving.
Here we are.
Eli Roth. You know it's gonna be bloody and crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But what did we think going in? Katrina, what did you think?
Okay. So I was super excited about it because at first I was, because we hadn't gotten a huge trailer for it. It was kind of just this mystery of like, man, what is this going to be? And then, right, what was it? It was like days before we finally went and saw it. We saw A Wonderful Knife, and there was a trailer for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And that trailer gave away so many kills. There were so many kills in that trailer there that were very extreme. So many like big moments. It seemed like big moments. And so I went into it very worried that it was going to be another situation where it was like, great, we saw all the good stuff in the trailer and the movie fell short.
Yeah.
So that was my thought going into it. And I was kind of just reserving my worries and just thinking, okay, we'll see.
All right. What about you, Joel? What were you thinking?
So I was just hoping for like a good slasher, because I think we had this conversation before that I think this is the first actual slasher that we've gotten all year.
There's
I guess some people can include like Megan.
And you could include Scream.
Scream 6.
Oh yeah, that came out this year. So I mean, that was like the early part of the year. So it's like forget about that sometimes. But yeah, that was this year too. So that's second slasher. And we haven't had a good, like, I was gonna say like not just Thanksgiving, but like we haven't had a good like holiday slasher in a while.
Well, we'll discuss that too.
Katrina would disagree.
We'll discuss that.
Unless It's a Wonderful Knife was
that was good.
That was good. Slasher. There are some other ones that I find to be pretty darn good.
Okay.
I guess it depends. Maybe we need to define the term slasher.
Let's continue, Joel. What else?
Yeah, we can define slasher.
Another discussion.
That's a bigger
another episode.
Yeah,
bigger talk.
So yeah, I was just wanting being Eli Roth. The writing isn't usually very good in his movies that I've noticed. I like Cabin Fever. I like the first Hostel movies, but not because of the writing. So I didn't think that was like going to be a huge part of this movie. And there was some dialogue that was a little iffy, but I wanted some good kills in the movie. Like, it's just the things that I wanted to happen in this movie, I felt like Eli Roth could bring, and then, bring the gore as well, because that's what he does in a lot of his movies.
So you had some pretty decent expectations for the movie.
I did. I'm not really. I just wanted a slasher. Basically, it's like, I didn't even really care that the writing wasn't going to be good, because I know that's not what Eli Roth specializes in. He specializes in the violence, and that's what I was hoping for with this movie. I will say, and maybe, I don't know if we're going to have a spoiler section for this, probably, but there is a kill that I was like, all right, like, questioning the logistics of, didn't make sense. But
we're always looking for very logistic kills. And
they
have to make sense a little bit.
Yeah, I was, when I think we're talking about the same thing. When it happened, I was like talking to Katrina. I was like, "What just happened?" I
Yeah.
don't understand what just
I saw
I'm
this with my
excited for
dad,
the
and I was said the
spoilers
same
to come
thing.
about
I
this.
was like, "What?"
Well, lost.
Yeah, but so that was in there too.
All right.
So I was just wanting a fun time, and a fun time is what I got. So I was pleasantly happy with
spoiling
it.
your results.
I know.
I
We'll
would
talk about
say-
other stuff too for sure, but
Yeah. I would say I was looking for pretty much what Joel said. Just a fun slasher. It's my favorite subgenre of horror. So I wanted a cool killer. I wanted some good kills and just some fun, some over the top stuff, something to laugh at. And I got that and more to me. So
Woo-hoo.
yeah.
All right.
we got history in this because the killer was based on a real person. So
yeah. And
Yes.
I also
So we got a little
was,
history lesson.
Education. Yeah.
I was a little worried when this we first saw the trailers and it was like going to be a Thanksgiving slasher, and a lot of horror movies these days kind of have the like social commentary and stuff. I didn't want this to be about like, the real story of Thanksgiving or
Yeah.
the massacre of Native Americans. I didn't want that to be
like heaviness
the focus
in it. Yeah.
of the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I was a little worried about that being
Okay.
a big part of the movie.
So you were hoping that it was lighthearted and not like too heavy.
Not too
a
heavy.
lighthearted, gory slasher.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Joel, what did you think?
I enjoyed it. Definitely not my favorite thing of the year, but like what I wanted from it, I did get. It had some of that 90s slasher charm. There was one scene straight out of I Know What You Did Last Summer with the parade. I was like, okay, well, they got that straight out of I Know What You Did Last Summer. And just like it had some of that like older horror or older slasher feel to it. I did. There were a couple of characters that I liked, but most of them they were so annoying to me. Like the friend group, I hated the friend group. It's like most of these guys are not like they're so annoying, especially the jock friend that.
What about Addison Rae?
Taken at some point? What?
Hey, no spoilers.
What about Addison Rae, the TikTok star?
Oh, is she the blonde cheerleader?
No.
No.
She has black, dark hair.
Oh.
I think her name was Gabby.
Stars.
Yeah, I think she was Gabby.
Yeah.
I'm checking.
Oh, okay.
To see.
Yeah.
Addison Rae was Gabby.
Yeah,
yes.
for our younger audience.
Mm-hmm. I know that I have a couple teens in our household that's why they want to see the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Particularly to see what happens to her. So
yeah, I don't know if it's cool to like her anymore. I'm not sure.
And it was kind of either you super liked her or you super didn't like her. Okay. Like it was either, and it was like if you liked Charlie, then did you like Addison?
Yeah. Oh man, the world of the TikTok.
They were feuding.
I know.
from my understanding.
Yeah.
Charlie D'Amelio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
I've
heard of Addison, but
you haven't heard of Addison Rae? Whoa.
Addie Rae?
No.
Where have you been?
No. I didn't even know she was she was in this movie.
That was a big deal.
But yeah. So some of the kills are really cool. Were really good. I was so irritated by the opening like Black Friday scene. I was just like it actually like pissed me off because because of how
triggered
because of how real that stuff is. Like I've seen videos, like real videos of people just being complete animals. And
Yep.
that's what they were
Yep.
being portrayed in this movie. Now I was like, this is too close to reality here, and they were really irritating.
So is that why
yeah.
you never got connected with especially the jock who filmed it and stuff?
I just thought he was annoying. Like nothing about his character was good at all. I don't know. And I didn't like his girlfriend in the movie. I think the only one that I actually liked was the main character. I don't even think I really liked Bobby that much, like the boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then like the future boyfriend, like he was annoying too. Like I don't know, these like most of the characters were just irritating.
So this and I don't know why, but I wasn't even thinking of this going into the movie. This is like a whodunit mystery type of movie.
Yeah.
Which is a callback to the 90s slashers.
To the 90s, yeah.
And so I think that's kind of part of it, is because you don't want to, like, these characters have to be kind of jerks and like to make you think, okay, maybe it's them, or, something. They can be annoying and stuff, but also they're there to die,
Yeah.
And so I get what you're saying, but I think at times it was like, oh, maybe it's him because of whatever, how he's acting. It's kind of.
I mean, you can still like a character and think that they're the killer. Like Scream did that with everybody. Like pretty much everybody.
Well,
and I like to like a character.
I don't know. Like speaking of Scream, when I first saw it, Stu was annoying. I thought Stu was annoying, and oh my gosh, the
Randy.
No, Randy was awesome.
Yeah. Billy.
Oh my gosh, the other guy, the boyfriend, Billy. Yeah, I didn't like him. I thought he was annoying. So,
but like at points, you think Randy could have been the killer, like the like video store guy. He was likable, And I like movies where I can feel some sort of connection, especially if they're ones that get killed off, because then you feel something for that character. If you don't like the characters, then who cares? Like you're just watching everyone die. And so I think that was my biggest issue that I had. So I just didn't really care about pretty much any of the characters for the most part.
What about Patrick Dempsey's character? Did you care?
I was surprised. He actually, like, I don't know how good the accent was, but hearing him have an accent like that was like
Austin
was surprising. Yeah, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't live there, so I don't know how good the accent was. But from all the way in the West, it sounded pretty good. So, coming from over here, he was the sheriff. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't watched that much Grey's Anatomy.
I don't know. I mean, he's been in other stuff.
So what
kind of played the same character in Scream 3.
Katrina, what did you think?
What did I think? Okay. So
here we go.
My favorite thing about this was exactly what you were saying, Joel. It felt like a total 90s movie. I loved it. It felt like a Scream. I know what you did last summer. Like total 90s feel to it. The like feeling of the whodunit, the feeling of the I don't know who I'm gonna trust, and I'm trying to guess the whole time, but also trying to be like, no, that's too obvious, and it was so fun in that way.
Moments.
Yeah, and it was so fun to me in that way. I didn't mind not liking a lot of the characters, like, because I do get that. Like, I often find that like the teen characters in these kind of movies are pretty obnoxious. I didn't find them to like really rub me so wrong that I didn't like the movie, which that can really ruin a movie for me. So I apparently didn't mind them. I didn't really like them that much. but I did like the main character. I really did like her. And she was just enjoyable to watch. I liked how she approached things. She wasn't like whiny and annoying, and she wasn't like too much. So she just had good balance. I did like her. There were some things that were kind of dumb, but for the most part, like everything was it didn't matter that some of the things were kind of dumb. Yeah, I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's it.
I will clarify that it's not that I like hated the characters. It's just there was only one character that I really despised, and that was the jock. I just for some reason he just like rubbed me the wrong way the entire movie. He was loud and obnoxious and just irritating. I didn't mind the other ones. I just didn't like him. Like it's but I still didn't feel anything when people died. It's just
that was the thing though, is I did feel like there wasn't a whole lot of connection built with the characters. Like we weren't super connected to any one character that intensely that it mattered too much if they died or didn't. And so I think that's one of the things that I would say would be like maybe a negative of something that was missing, where they could have built a little bit more empathy towards these characters, or towards these characters, where we felt for them a little bit more. Because I mean, there was like Bobby had a bit of a backstory, and I think we did feel for him during that first scene because of that, because we knew his backstory. But the rest of them, we didn't really get any kind of connection or reason to care whether they lived or didn't. They were starting to build some of that character with the blonde girl, Yulia. They were starting to build some of that, and I think that was effective. But I think they missed the mark on the rest of the characters, and even building that relationship up a little bit more. So yeah.
All right. So I really liked it. I already said that. But the things that I liked the most, I was not able to predict who the killer was. The killer themselves, the way that the killer looked, was really cool. I cannot wait to get that mask.
I really like that.
To put back here. And not just the mask.
I get more storage for your masks.
I know.
The whole outfit was really cool. And I feel like they did a good job in the trailer. They showed it, but not like in its full, like, head to toe. And that was really cool. There were certain scenes where you get to see the entire killer outfit and mask and everything, and the hat and all that. And I was like, okay, this killer's pretty cool.
Yeah, and there was something about that mask that it was like it had this extra creep to it.
It was like real looking, kind of. It looked like a real person, but like a little off.
But
so I really like that. The kills were great, creative, over the top gore. Some of them are shown in the trailer. But I feel like I saw the longer trailer once. I tried not to watch.
Yeah, you weren't in the theater when it played, so you saw just the tail end of it. Which you missed a lot of the big kills that it showed. In the trailer.
And I did watch the original trailer from Grindhouse, and some of that is in the movie. So that was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Oh wow,
I didn't see that.
So
it's been. I watched it when it came out, so it's been 15 years. I don't remember what.
You don't remember,
the trailer.
Huh?
No, I don't. It's crazy how that goes.
There's one kill with a trampoline that was pretty crazy. That one was like, ugh.
But it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, given what it was. Like I thought that it was
more
be
of
more,
like the thought of
the
it.
thought of it, but
Was
then
like,
I thought that it was gonna kind of like
go further.
yeah.
It didn't go so far.
Yeah. That is something that I forgot to mention. Like that worry that I had, it definitely, there were a lot of kills given away in the trailer, but it did not affect the movie. I don't feel like it affected the movie. Even the kills that were given away, there was so much more before and after that kill that it still was fun to see.
Yeah, it was
because
just a little glimpse.
We only got a part of that kill, even though we did get some of the best parts of the kill in the trailer. It's still because that's what I liked about the kills in this movie is they were more than just a quick kill.
Yeah.
They lasted. There was more to it.
Yeah. And I liked the story. I thought the story was good. The whole, definitely like I Know What You Did Last Summer, a year later kind of thing. And yeah, the motive, I thought the motive was good. I didn't see that coming. And there was a little hint to it at the beginning that then at the end I was like, oh yeah, there was that little hint there.
Yeah.
So I like that. It wasn't just like out of nowhere where it was like, oh yeah, I'm like this because of this, this, and this that the audience didn't even know about. There was a connection.
And I feel like that was like the most annoying part for all of us with the last Scream movie. Was it was like
the reveal was pretty crappy.
There was no
So I will say this is better than Scream 6 in my mind. And yeah, it's going to get a pretty high score. So.
Okay.
All right, let's grade it. And then we'll get into spoilers.
Wait, we'll do that in spoilers. Yeah. Okay. I have a topic.
Oh, a topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man. Okay.
All right,
Joel, let's start with spoilers for the topic.
Yeah.
I really like this one. I think I'm going to give this one an 83.
Okay.
So,
solid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Katrina?
I'm giving this one a 93.
93?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I really like this movie. I like this feeling of a movie. I love the 90s throwbacks. Yeah. Love it.
Okay, well, I thought I was going to have the highest score. I'm going 92.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I wanted to have the highest score, but I guess someone one upped me.
You should have gone.
One up.
All right, so pretty high scores. We definitely recommend checking it out if you have not. Maybe go see it on Thanksgiving. That might be a cool thing to do. Definitely bring the mood to Thanksgiving,
Yeah, I think that we will definitely, we'll definitely be seeing this one regularly, either the day before Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving. We're going to purchase this and watch it regularly for sure. Or annually, I should say.
Yes.
Yeah, so go get it, guys, or go watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into spoilers. All right.
I have a question.
Okay. Yes.
Can I ask, or do you have somewhere?
No, good. Let's go.
Okay. I want to know everyone's favorite kill.
Oh, okay. Favorite kill.
And then I can't wait to hear what you're talking about, Joel.
Okay.
About
what just happened?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't. Probably I kind of want to say that's my favorite kill, but
okay.
But
let's
just
hear
because it was so ridiculous and stupid.
So what happened? I don't know what you guys.
If it's the same one,
you don't remember when I asked you what just happened?
I can't remember.
Okay, it's one of the first kills.
Okay.
At the diner.
Yeah, the diner. The waitress.
Yeah.
He follows her, and she jumps into the dumpster.
Oh.
And he runs
and
into
it cuts
her
in half.
Yeah.
Was it the lid shutting?
Yes,
that cut
the
her in
lid
half?
shut.
Okay.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Like I don't think plastic lids close that fast.
Oh, some of them are metal.
Shut.
Some lids are metal.
I doubt that was a metal
and they are
lid.
heavy. They are pretty heavy.
They're not that heavy. Not like that truck had to go really fast into that dumpster to do
yeah,
that.
I was
it was
confused
pretty. It was
with
pretty funny.
how that worked. I didn't get it. But I did like the aftermath of it with the guts and everything, and then her being placed on the top of the logo, the sign. That was cool.
Yeah, these guys had a lot of fun with like intestines. Yeah. Like that was like their favorite thing to really display is the guts and intestines of people. But that was one of the kills.
That's my favorite, just because of how dumb it was.
How ridiculous
Funny.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had the same reaction because I saw this with my dad and I had the same reaction. I was like, what just happened? And I think he's like said the same thing. It's like, oh, okay. Like
I remember that now that you said that, and I was like, the top closed. What do you mean what happened? But that's one of those kills that they did show the first part of it in the trailer. Okay. Her getting her cheek ripped off and everything on the freezer. Yeah. And then there was so much more to it that it wasn't spoiled. You know, it wasn't they showed that.
Yeah, everything leading up to it was cool. Like I had no problem with that entire scene. It was just you couldn't have done it a different way. You like
no, that was fun. And it kind of like gave you an intro to, okay, so this is what we're getting into. Yeah. Okay, this will be fun, you know? Well, for me at least.
Yeah, it was fun.
I guess for Joel it was like, really?
No, I was just, caught off guard by how it happened.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I'll go with that one. Joel, what was your favorite?
And I liked the holders, the ears of the corn holders in the ears. That was shown in the trailer.
Yes,
but that was still a pretty effective scene. She was trying to get her contacts in, so now she can't see or hear anything. As she's trying to run away. I also liked the stepmom in the oven. That was pretty intense. And another character I didn't like, but you're not supposed to like that character.
Yes,
that was an intentional. Like, I think you're supposed to like some of the friend group people just so you care when they die. But I know for her, you're not supposed to like her, like from the beginning of the movie. Yeah. So I had no problem with that, but it was still pretty intense, like how it happened and stuff. And then the aftermath of her getting cooked alive in that oven. That was intense too.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
Katrina.
Are you done, Joel? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite was the ears. And for a specific reason, because, and this is why I think, like, again, it wasn't spoiled in the trailer, because yes, we did see the ear thing in the trailer. But I thought it was so creative that they did that. And then, like you said, she couldn't see, now she couldn't hear. And if you've ever had like ear issues, you know how much that totally throws off your equilibrium. And so that really led into her not being able to run away and everything. Because I feel like in slashers, you always have someone who's like barely gets hurt, but is like, oh, I can't run, I can't get away, and like crawling and can't stand up and everything. This one, it was like, all she got was like her ears messed up, but that helped with why she couldn't run away. She could not stand up. She tried to stand up and she like got all, wobbly and fell back down. And so then, she couldn't see, she couldn't hear. Her ears are like ringing, and they did the ringing sound so we could feel how like horrible it was. And then they went through with and sawing her and her guts falling out, her intestines.
Yeah.
And then he's holding her
that.
Like, what did I do?
Yeah.
You can't do anything for her at this point, honey. Like, she's gone.
Yeah.
Well,
I will say,
like, what do I do? Like,
yeah. I like that though, because he was in shock the whole time. Like, he's not freaking out. He's not yelling and screaming. He's just like, he's totally in shock. He's just like, what do I do? What do I, like, calmly?
What do I do?
Because it makes sense that you're not going to be like, not everyone freaks out and yells and screams and stuff. Like, sometimes you're calm when you're in the process of seeing someone cut in half. Like, it's
and he's so genuine about like, what am I gonna do? Like, what do I do? And he's like really asking her. I can't remember what her name was. She's the main character, but
Jessica.
Jessica. Yeah.
Jess, what do I do?
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. You really felt his love for her too. Like, you really felt how much he cared about her and how upset he was that she got killed. And so I felt like that added to it. But I just love that kill. I thought it was so creative that it was like the ear of corn, and so then that's where, it goes into his
the ears.
Yeah. And I'm like, it was just great all the way around. Yeah. Very creative.
So what? Yeah. So I have a question about a couple of characters who are killed off screen. One of them is the jock and his girlfriend. Like, what happened to that?
Well,
like,
and Gabby,
they're in the school.
They were ever killed officially. They were captured.
Well, I think he was found in like the freezer or something. He was found at the house already dead. Like, his body,
that was the other jock. That was the other one from the other school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're still alive? Like, what? Yeah.
I think they lived.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, they lived. Gabby did live. I remember that. Because I know that since we're in
they
spoilers.
Got caught in the school,
Yeah, and my kids were like, I want to see it to see Addison Rae die, how she dies. And I'm like, well, we'll see if you get what you want. Yeah.
Not everybody dies in these movies.
Yeah. So Gabby and her boyfriend I don't remember if
my least favorite character.
I think the boyfriend died at the dinner table. They saw him die at the dinner table. How was it? I feel
like he did.
It was something crazy at the dinner table, and that's when they're like, like.
Yeah, I feel like something happened with him at the dinner table.
Yeah.
I don't remember though.
Was that the potato masher?
Yeah, he got the potato masher on his. Like, he got his face slammed with that mallet.
Oh, yeah.
Thing. And that was the other thing that was so creative is that all the kills were done with stuff that is used at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, like, the masher. I mean, except for a dumpster. But she did get her face ripped off with the freezer.
Yeah.
But and then you've got the oven, the potato masher, the ear of corn,
knife, and the
the carving thing. You know how like some people have those electric carvers. He killed someone with that. That was pretty cool.
So the dad, like the owner of the
Walmart, basically.
Yeah, it was definitely Walmart.
I feel like I recognize him from other Eli Roth movies, maybe.
Yeah, I've seen him in stuff. Yeah,
he's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like he's played like nasty roles. Like I don't know, he looks kind of like a nasty dude.
Yeah.
But anyways, I didn't like him, and I knew you're not supposed to. But then I ended up kind of wanting him to live toward the end.
Mm-hmm.
After he was like,
Yeah,
"I'm not
no,
gonna have the store open anymore."
he
But he
ends
was
up
in the
redeeming
hospital.
himself. Like if any character has any character development, it's him in
Yeah,
throughout
Yeah.
this movie.
Yeah, because he
Which I
started
did. I
listening
liked
to his
those
daughter.
a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked that too, because he finally started listening to his daughter and going against what Catherine was saying.
yeah. Jessica reminded me a lot of Sam from the new Scream movies.
Oh, okay.
Her look, and she was the main character, but just her look and some of her acting really reminded me of her. So, and I kept thinking of
Okay.
that
Yeah.
throughout the movie.
I did not
Maybe
agree.
she'll be in Scream 7.
I hope so
Crossover.
instead of Sam.
No, I mean Sam's gonna be in it too.
Maybe they recast.
Yeah.
I do not.
So the twist at the end, where you've got the scene leading up to it is I didn't mind the reveal. I was kind of hoping it was going to be a different character, but I was like, all right, well, he is the biggest name in this movie, so why not have it be him? But leading up to it, Jessica escapes from getting killed with everyone else, and is running away and runs into Patrick Dempsey, the sheriff. After thinking he's dead because he's on the ground, laying on the ground, and then takes his gun and runs away, and ends up running into him. And as he's like walking away to make a phone call or something, she notices he drops something, and she notices the boots that he's wearing. And right before he leaves, he like looks down and like basically realizing that she knows it's him.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get like the flashbacks from everything that he said throughout the movie about like not trusting anybody and making sure that even the smallest mistake can lead to a capture. I love that whole part was really cool. And then getting him on camera, on video, like confessing basically to this was really cool. I was kind of hoping the reveal was going to be the other security guard who at the beginning of the movie was the one who had to leave for Thanksgiving to go to work early, and who was actually married to the woman that Patrick Dempsey was in love with. That would have made more sense to me than revealing that. There's that look of shock on his face when Patrick Dempsey sees her dead on the ground. But that could have just been a look of shock of seeing anybody. Like her head was smashed in. Like that could have been a look of just shock in general. But I do like everything leading up to that moment. But the reveal was better than having it be like Bobby or the other boyfriend who I thought I was like, it better not be either of these two because that's way too obvious.
Yeah, exactly. But did you notice before he sees her killed at the store, he seemed to have like a connection with her, and it seemed like there was something going on with them before when they were at the house and he came, and it seemed like there was this connection between them, and I was like, man, it seems like they have something going on the side. And then he's the one who gave her a ride to the store to bring him his dinner or whatever, the worker. And then he reveals that she was pregnant with his kid.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where it was like such the connection that he was having an affair with her, and such an affair that they were having a kid together, and she was planning on leaving the other guy.
Mm-hmm. No, I understand. I get like the reasonings behind it. For me, it just would have made. It would have. I mean, that was more on the subtle side, I guess. Like I didn't realize the looks that they were giving each other, in that scene. I just remember the look that he gave when he saw her on the ground, like dead. And that's where I'm like, he could have given that look for anybody. But so yeah, for me, it was a better reveal than it could have been. But I think for me, the best reveal would have been that it was the other security guard. Which do we even see him?
Who was
die
the other security guard? Like, what was his connection to anything?
He was the husband.
No, the other security guard wasn't the husband. No,
he wasn't security.
No, the husband was
working
protesting. The husband was doing the protesting against the store.
Yeah, later in not in that scene though. He was the worker.
Yeah, he was a worker in the original scene.
Not security.
Not a security guard. My bad.
But there were two, not security guard, but there were two sheriffs, and you thought it was going to be the other sheriff.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the other, the guy that his like partner.
Yeah, I thought that's who Joel was talking about.
No, he was talking about the husband.
Okay, the husband. Yeah, that would definitely have made sense.
Yeah.
But I thought that would be too obvious too. Because I think we all thought that, it could be him. Well, I think that would have been obvious.
And they showed him like kind of, it looked like he was gonna be the reveal, and then he just showed up protesting. It wasn't. Yeah. He wasn't there to,
And I would have been disappointed if he was the killer, because I think that would have been obvious. I liked that it was a security guard because it was so subtle at the beginning, but once you got that, then it was like, oh yeah, I did see something going on. Yeah. Like, I don't know, I got the feeling. Yeah.
The sheriff, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Security guard.
There were no security guards. The security guards were killed. Or that one security guard.
At least one was.
That was planning to get out.
Yeah.
But the other, the guy who the one guy was hugging, he was killed during the thing that was trampled.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was killed. And then the other security guard was the one who was trying to get out of town with the cat. He was the one that was killed with the carving
cut off
thing.
Yeah. So the parade scene I liked. I thought it was really good. I liked the chopping the turkey's head off. The guy who was dressed as the turkey.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
The clown. He was in the clown.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But what
Scariest
was the purpose of cutting the turkey? The guy who was wearing the turkey mask?
I don't know.
Or the turkey outfit?
That's in the original Grindhouse trailer.
Okay, that's the one that's in
going, and the guy dressed as a turkey, and he just gets his head cut off.
Yeah. Okay, because I was like, well, everyone else, there was a reason.
Yeah, they were connected.
Yeah, and that guy, he didn't do anything that we know of.
And
it didn't show him in the things or anything.
Another connection to the trailer is the oven getting cooked in the oven and being served as the turkey.
Oh my gosh, when he when they actually carved her leg.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, and his whole monologue with his little microphone that he's got, walking around the table, talking to them. I thought that was cool too.
Mm-hmm.
That was good stuff. Every killer, every good killer needs to have a scene like that, if the killer talks.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a cool scene.
Yeah, I've never heard a monologue from Michael.
No. Yeah, he doesn't need one.
And I liked how he was smart enough to. I mean, he was a sheriff, so I would hope that he was this smart, but to lead the cops somewhere else than where he was. Being the sheriff, I would hope that he would know that there's going to be cops like on like close by. And how apparently Jessica helped him throughout all of it, like in like and telling him where people are and stuff.
And,
like,
and him like, I told you I couldn't do this without you.
Yeah, I thought he did a pretty good job as the bad guy at the end. His little explanation and stuff. Yeah. So overall, I feel like this was better than Scream 6.
Absolutely.
And who saw that coming?
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't think this movie had a lot of hype until like closer to its release.
Yeah.
I feel like I heard about it maybe during the summer that it was coming out, and then it was like, it's Eli Roth, and it was like, okay, what's that gonna be? Is this like a joke? Is this gonna be a serious movie? Because he does some off the wall stuff. But it was more serious and legit than I kind of thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be kind of a joke movie at the same time, but it was a serious movie. So had some laughs out of me, but overall it was pretty serious.
I was thinking when after the movie was over around the time it was ending, I was like, Ryan, the boyfriend, could easily be the sheriff's son at some point. Like, have that be in like the sequel. Do like I still know you did last. I still know you did last year ago kind of thing with having the son.
Yeah, because they didn't find the body right at the end. They said that they didn't find him. So there we go. I hope that we get another one. That'd be so great.
It's not going to be another. It's not. It can't be a reveal movie because unless they have a completely different person be it. But if Patrick Dempsey's in it, then
maybe they have two.
There's no reveal. Yeah. The son. Yeah.
Ryan. Well, or we don't know that Patrick Dempsey's alive still until the very end, and that's the reveal.
We just can't know he's in the movie.
Marketing has to do a really good job of not revealing that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was our review for Thanksgiving. Look out, because Scare Talk is coming at you with 12 podcasts for the 12 days leading up to Christmas.
For the countdown to Christmas. The 12 days counting down to Christmas.
Yes. One episode per day. We're each gonna choose some picks, and we will get you one per day, and we're calling it the 12 Days of Scare Talk. So look out for that.
Scaremas.
Scaremas.
Okay.
Look out for that. And
this has been Scare Talk.
Sleep tight.
Don't let John Carver carve you and bite.